Over 40 in Vancouver, episode 107. Wow.
Wow.
2 in 1 week. Will I post 3 in 1 week? We'll see.
I'm Dale.
I'm rolling here at Commercial Street Cafe drinking espresso tonic in the warmth.
I'm just drinking a coffee. The
Cross country skied
question of
today.
the day
Taking
for
off
the
2
tips
layers
jar
already.
is awesome.
Which
It's
is I don't read those things anymore.
Who would you fight to the death? The Easter
Nobody.
Bunny or a leprechaun?
Nobody.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't get a tip then.
Well, then I would give them I give them a tip without answering the question.
Oh, okay.
I abstained from answering, but I would still I still tipped.
I picked the Easter Bunny. Leprechauns, I figured, can be mean dudes. Like
Leprechauns will throw Guinness bottles at you.
some of those.
Just kidding.
Some of those Irish fairy tales are pretty grim.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, last day of cross country skiing
At Cypress.
at Cypress.
I think there's one more bonus weekend at Whistler Olympic Park
Okay.
in Whistler. I don't know. I think so. And I think Manning might
So where
still be
do
open.
you mostly go to Cypress?
Only go to Cypress.
You only go to why only go to Cypress?
Because Whistler Olympic Park is too far away. Manning Park is even a little farther. It's 2 hours one way
Okay.
if you include the traffic.
And how far is Cypress from here?
33 kilometers. You can do it in I've done it in as little as 36 minutes.
As
But
long as the
normally
bridge
it's
isn't committed.
47. The bridge is never a problem in the morning.
Oh, okay.
The bridge is zero issue on a weekend morning. Weekend morning, yes. Weekday mornings are a different issue, but I never go on weekday mornings, so not retired yet. So, yeah, 33 kilometers one way if you take Lionsgate, and about 38 kilometers if you take Second Narrows, at least from where we live.
And there's still snow up there?
As always, there's plenty of snow.
Yeah, this is the thing I've heard with Vancouver. The weather starts to get a little springy and people forget about skiing.
Oh, I think because people who live in Vancouver have a lot of options for sports. There's always a distraction from any sport you want to focus on. So, but yeah, you get into April and people want to sail and golf and bicycle.
Yep.
In fact, I saw a guy with his backcountry skis attached to his road bike cycling up the Cypress Road today.
That's awesome.
People do that. That's like the 4th person in 4 years I've seen do that. But
I wouldn't want to do that in the snow or
I wouldn't want to.
foggy weather.
That road is 90% clear in winter. 90%. It's the 10% of the time when it's slippery on a 2-wheeled vehicle.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it in March because I feel like there's black ice.
Black
and I
ice,
feel
man.
like April the 1st, maybe sooner with climate change, I guess. Yeah, there's plenty of snow up there. This year has been a bad snow year, but so the parking lot to the
Nordic Center, right?
the Nordic ski area, which is 12 kilometers up the road on Cypress, and the downhill is 15 kilometers. The parking lot level is brown and free of snow, but you go up very small rise, 3 meters to the sign with all ski resorts have a sign that gives you a rough outline of the resort, rough map. And it's not brown and it's fine. And then you go up. And so, as I said, the parking lot is May. And once you get to the upper warming hut level, they have an upper warming hut and they have a lower warming hut. Once you get to the upper warming hut, it's January. Like, there's enough snow there. Of course, they're not going to groom it. So there's enough snow to last at least till the end of April.
5 months in 200 feet of elevation or something.
I don't know. But I know in the old days, it wasn't uncommon for it to snow in August at Cypress Nordic, like in the old days, 1990s, apparently in 1980s. And it was quite common for them to get a huge snowfall in October.
Yeah.
In the old days.
Well,
Not anymore.
I
It's
remember
mostly
in the-
November, early December.
I remember in the old days, even grouse, they were closing grouse, even though there was lots of snow on the mountains.
Well, I think it was was that Seymour? Grouse Seymour, Cypress, because there was so much snow in June of 99, they opened for Canada Day. They had hot dogs and hamburgers.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was Cypress, Seymour, or Grouse. I'm not sure. I think it was Seymour or Grouse, actually. Grouse, I think, because it's south-facing, the cut or whatever that ski run is called, it
Melt sooner.
was the quickest of the three, but the back part, as soon as I think there is a back part of grouse. The back part of grouse will still have plenty of
There's
snow.
yeah, but that's blue.
Well,
The green one is the cut. So
they're not that hard compared to Whistler or
oh
Austria.
yeah,
Or they're
fair
not that
enough.
hard. Like especially with modern downhill skis and snowboards that just basically do all the work for you.
Blue's okay as long as it's not icy or bumpy.
That's the thing about spring skiing, whether you're on a snowboard, cross country skis, or downhill skis. After about 11 a.m., it snow is
So
soft.
how much does it cost you to do like
$220,
for a pass?
including tax. Yes.
Does that include parking or is that
includes
just
parking, and they started enforcing parking much to the chagrin of all the freeloaders. Or I don't know. I think it's a park. I don't even know why there should. I mean, I'm not into cars, obviously, as I've expressed often in this, perhaps not often enough in this podcast, and I'm not into parking, but the parking lot is mostly empty. Like the biggest times for Cypress Nordic are Christmas, usually when they have less snow, because it usually snows like October or November, and then there's a period of no precipitation around Christmas.
yeah.
That's the busiest time when the bad snow is there, because that's the kids.
Mhm.
The kids want to snow. As soon as the kids realize,
Use all their gifts. Oh, I got a
toboggan,
snowboard
they
for
want to
Christmas. Yeah.
snowboard. They want to, so Christmas, March break, family day. They get a lot of trips during the weekdays, but otherwise it's empty. It's dead. So I guess it's bursty. Yeah, Cypress Nordic is an interesting place. It is very I like to say
It's so easy. It's so obvious.
not beginner hospitable. I wouldn't say unfriendly.
Really?
Most countries cross country ski. Like if you go to Banning or if you go to Gatineau Park or if you go to some place in Vermont or Quebec, it's flat at the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, and Cypress isn't. You're always on a hill.
Cypress is never actually really flat. There isn't much flats.
That
Like,
doesn't surprise me. Side of
it's
a mountain.
rolling hills, and mountains, and it was built by European immigrants from Scandinavian countries and elsewhere in Europe
Who also have mountains.
yeah, and they wanted to ski jump. It wasn't about cross country skiing. They wanted to ski jump, so they built a ski jump, which we don't get enough snow for people to ski. And it's been just long dismantled, like 40 years, 50 years.
Okay.
But people used to go there for the ski jump.
I did not know that.
It's like so many things we forget about history. Like if you see the pictures of people bicycling at Stanley Park, another thing that we forget is people complain about weight. Like, oh my God. Like,
Oh, I know.
Moby bikes, and they're like, oh well, have you seen people complain about the weight of the Moby bikes? I'm like, yeah, they're heavy, sure, by your standards. But if you see the pictures of them cycling and a men cycling in a tweed vest with an undershirt, a suit jacket, a tie,
If you saw the
with a
pictures
50-pound
of
bicycle,
the surveyors that were like surveying the Rocky Mountains,
Yeah.
and the clothing they had and
Yeah.
the weight they had to carry,
I mean, it's much better today. I don't want to go back.
I
that's for
couldn't
sure.
do it. Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't
do
either.
it. Mad props. I don't know how it was ever done.
I really don't know how women in their full bloomers and stuff bicycled
They
in
didn't.
Stanley Park. Well, they did. It was a form of emancipation. So
Yes.
there was
yeah.
there was a conscious effort from some women
I
to
saw a
sort of
really
break
interesting
the sexual,
video.
the gender barrier.
I saw a really interesting video linking bicycling to the suffragettes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was not a good year. I only went 26 times. Most years I go over 30, if not over 40. But at $220 a pop, times divided by 30, let's say it's basically free.
Oh, I'm
Modulo the cost of gas,
yeah.
of course.
No, I'm thinking like $200 for a pass these days doesn't get even to a fitness center to do stuff.
Well, they
That's-
raised it to $320 this year, but
oh.
then they gave you a $50 gift card because people complained,
Oh,
which no one's going to use. So nobody uses those gift cards, at least in my family, because we're terrible at using these things.
I have a hard time. What was it for? More Cypress stuff?
Cypress has a gift card system. You can put it on your credit card, or you can put it on your ski pass, they'll just load up your account with.
Oh, you can't.
It's like
so
Starbucks bucks.
You can't forward it to next year's pass.
No, you can't use it as cash. But you can buy beer, hamburgers,
Oh,
French fries.
okay.
They're quite famous for their poutine at Cypress Nordic, and the kids love it. I mean, when I taught kids for 7 years cross-country skiing, they love the poutine and they love the the Nordic hut. But that was now they've renovated it. It's all modern. But yeah, I mean, not the best place to learn because
Where would you learn? Where would you recommend
someplace
people learn?
super flat.
Yeah, well, where's that in the
Whistler
Lower Mainland?
Olympic Park. That's
Oh,
the
but
problem.
like you said, you're not going to go there from Vancouver to learn.
If you're in Whistler downhill, it's 11 kilometers. It's easy drive if you have a car already, or if you have wheels from somebody else. Yeah, it's with global climate change. It's cross country skiing in the Lower Mainland is going to become very problematic. I think what we'll end up doing, as I've said to you before, but probably not on this podcast, is we'll end up being like in Switzerland or Austria or various parts of Western Europe where they take a downhill ski lift up hundreds of meters vertical, and they will
Go to the top of the glacier.
they
and
will
then-
they will carve groove cross country ski trails at the top of a lift, which they don't do in North America because we don't have to. But yeah, I think climate change has hit the Alps faster, or maybe it was always just had less snow than here. I'm not sure, but they definitely have a tradition of high altitude cross country skiing that we don't have in North America. Maybe in Utah.
Yeah. Well,
And a few other places, like Canmore, Alberta is not high altitude wise. Like the Rockies are much higher. Like the downhill skiers
relatively
are much higher.
speaking, yeah.
Yeah. And Canmore that would be a good place to learn if you have the money to go to Canmore. They have the best
I was
teachers.
thinking from
they have a lot of ex-Olympians
from
who
downtown Vancouver, where would
focus
you
on.
go?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Get somebody else to
But-
drive you to Cypress.
Well, we'll end on a positive note, saying like you had a good day today, at least.
Oh,
the
it's
last day.
fantastic! 10 kilometers, soft
Yeah.
snow. Went to the summit. Yeah, I took pictures. It was fantastic. It really was. Spring skiing is the best cross country skiing. I just wish that we could somehow convince the powers that be at Cypress to pay people to groom it for another 1 or 2 weekends, because it's always 1 or 2 weekends too short. I feel maybe that's just for the hardcore people like me.
Maybe.
But
So you need to convince more people to go up with you. That's
it's not gonna happen. It's a cult. It ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
People are more likely to learn how to snowshoe because you don't have to learn anything, and that's fine. I'm not disparaging snowshoeing. I'm just saying you don't have to learn anything to snowshoe, and that's a good thing. But yeah, if you don't have ice skating balance for cross country skiing, or if you don't have downhill ski balance for classic, you're gonna have a hard time. Or snowboarding balance. Like if you've done a snow sport, you can take cross country skiing. The problem where it will get you is it requires more leg strength and requires more cardio, or at least more bursty cardio.
Yep.
Downhill skiing is bursty cardio, but you're skiing downhill. You're not powering your way uphill, which is a different set of muscles.
Cycling is a good counter
Yeah.
or whatever.
It is. Swimming would be better.
Well-
But we can talk about that in another podcast.
There you go.
Wow. Another season in the can.
Yeah.
I'm Roland from Commercial Street Cafe.
I'm Dale from Commercial Street Cafe.
Choose.